Tell me about the kind of skis that you used when you trained.
Well, they were really a lift of the old Norwegian boards. Mine were 7'4". I have a pair at home that are the same right now. Also the snowshoes, which stand this tall, and the old shape snowshoes, which are wonderful. No edges. A double hitch rear throw binding, you know. That was it. Very heavy.
Very heavy, yeah. And so...
so when you're marching along with your 90 pounds and you have your skis over your shoulders and you're on snowshoes, you don't want to sit down without somebody to help you to get up because you're just not going to make it.
Right. So you would use the snowshoes to go uphill and then put the skis on for going down?
No, not at all. It's just that we went through train. They really cooked one up. They took an azimuth, you know, on your compass, an azimuth, and that's where we went. Not left or right. We followed the azimuth. Well, if you've ever been out in the woods and you've ever been out in the mountains, it's, you know, it's really an ultimate test because you never know what's going to happen. So we were in woods. When it called for snowshoes for better work, we were on snowshoes. Otherwise, we were on skis.
And then, did you have skins for the skis to go uphill? Yeah.
Whatever would be faster, it was time to change and on. The recon boys decided that.
And were you also carrying weapons?
I had an M1.
M1.
Heavy mother.
So that was in addition to the 90 pounds?
No. Total. Yeah, 90 pounds.
90 pounds. What else was involved in that training?
Well, other than the regular service training in any outfit, we were a mountain troop, so we really learned mountains. We were on one forced march a week. We were out in the mountains every single day. We were rock climbing. We even had some para jumping training, but it was ground training, not from planes. So they had a rig up where you did all your practicing, but they figured eventually we might be dropping in some area. They had a D series, which was a test of the division, whether they were ready for fighting. We had an inordinate amount of training. I mean, this outfit went from the beginning of 1943 until September of 1944 in full training, which was probably 3-4 times as long as normal. They didn't know where to send us.
Yeah.
They didn't know where it would best be, and they decided on Italy and the line that had been drawn by the Germans at the time to break the Apennines, which for 2 years we were unable to do. The outfits before us were unable to do. Anyway, they did this D series where the entire division went out, and it was rough. It's 2 weeks outside, all technical, midwinter, no fires. So you built your igloos, your snow caves. You had all your equipment you carried along. Really rough stuff, and it came through fine. That was it.
Did any guys not make it?
Did what?
Did any guys not make it through the training?
Through the training? Oh, I'm sure there were a number. In my outfit, I don't remember any that went out that way. 2 died. One in a mortar accident, and another came down with, as most of us did, very bad croups and coughs, and it developed into a pneumonia streptococcus. He was a bunkmate of mine, and he died. And along the way, I got sick while he was sick, and I was hauled in the hospital. I was on oxygen for about a month. And the medicine that had been brought out, the new miracle medicine, which happened to be streptomycin, was the first time it had been used in this particular outfit, was there, and they gave it to me and saved me. Knocked my hearing out and a few things like that, but brought me out and then onward. But I don't remember, on the march that I spoke of, the 32 from the ski troops and the 32 of the Rincon, nobody Nobody dropped out in the whole thing. Amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have been able to be rescued there if you did drop out along the way.
Not a chance. Not a chance. But they were competent. The reconnaissance men were really trained. Good. I mean, everything was fine in Camp Hill. When we got overseas and went over, of course, we went over in suntans, and this was in, I don't know, September, October. And where are we going? We're going to Italy, but it was going to be a big surprise, you know, and the Germans shouldn't know we're there. I guess they felt we were going to the east or someplace. But we didn't have any of our equipment. It never did show up. So all this magnificent equipment that the sea troops trained with never came over. Lots of cigarettes came over and lots of beer with the ships coming in, but not the mules, not the wonderful, wonderful